All right, enough of that. Enough of that. Hey, cuties. Hello, hello, hello. Let me remove this. I'm looking at my mic level. It looks good. If it sounds good, put a one in the chat for me, guys. Hey, Aunt Debbie. Hey, cutie crew. I'll see you guys in a couple hours for members only. There go Trouble. Chronicles of Kim K in the building. Hey. Hey, Cookie from the Shy. Hey, Linda Gambo. Hello, hello, hello to each and every one of you. Thank you guys for joining me for this Power Hour. Hot topics in Huntsville happening. I think the hottest topic is Miss Kenya Moore. Kenya made a statement last night, well, on Twitter, but she made an official statement not too long ago. We'll get into that. I wanted you all's opinion on the Douglas County judge in Atlanta. I'm sorry, in Georgia, that was arrested, and now she has been removed from the bench. Young African American judge. What is going on? Also, we got some Simon and Portia news. And then last but not least, I wanted to discuss with you guys Tisha. Tisha sat down with Dustin and gave her little interview. And I got some thoughts about it. And I wanted you all's as well. So I'm not going to do too many hot topics because I feel like I run up out of here in this power hour and I don't get a chance to really converse. Hey, Lois, how are you? Hello, hello, hello. Okay, you guys can hear me good. Thank you so much. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started, but shout out to you guys. Thank you again for joining me for this power hour. If you have not hit the like button, please go ahead, hit that like button on your way in. Before I even get started with some hot topics, I'm going to throw this copyright disclaimer up. Everything that I discuss are my own personal opinions for entertainment purposes only, and everything is alleged. I will be sharing Kenya's article. Well, I'll be sharing from Kenya Moore's Instagram page, Neighborhood Talk and Real House. Lord have mercy. TMZ, child. I just put some eye drops in my eyes. I don't know if it's allergy or what. Hey, Tanya B. Hey. Oh, I can't wait to our members only tonight. Because I really, really want to know the members' thoughts on the food truck, also known as Wanda Cha. Okay, girl, what's the tea? I see your comment. I'm gonna go ahead and try to start it. Let me scroll down. But you guys know the drill. If it's something you really, really want me to see, put a color on it. I don't care if it's $1, put a color on it. Can I find it? Shoot. I'm scrolling. Okay, here it is. That judge acted a whole plum or pure fool and embarrassment. I'm going to start that. We'll get to that. Well, let's go ahead and get started with that. Let me remove the Copyright Disclaimer Act. Shout out to Neighborhood Talk, Kenya Moore on Instagram, TMZ. I am criticizing and all of the above. This is protected under the Fair Use Act, Copyright Act of 1976, Section 107. So let me remove that and we'll start with the judge. That's what we'll do. A mess. Now, well, I'll say that after. Let me go ahead and share it. But hit the like button for me, guys. Thanks for coming through. Angela Richardson. Hey, Angela. I hope you're well, sis. I hope I'll see you in members only tonight. Okay. All right, so it is on the screen. So what I'm going to do first, guys, is I'm going to show you the video. Allegedly, she was trying to come to another young lady's defense, and but she did assault a police officer. Like I said, younger black probate judge, and now she's been removed from the bench. But let's take a look Just take a look at everything in its entirety. Let's look. But what? I wasn't cuffed. I wasn't defeated. You look like a now look, if I know I'm a judge, I am going to conduct myself in a certain way. But let me stop real quick. Teresa Wright, thank you so much for gifting 5 Cutie Crew memberships. If you receive the membership from Teresa, make sure to thank her. Bonnie Mason, Coffee, Just Mia, Jacqueline Calvert. Hey, Red Ann. And G Squad. I thought you were already back there in our membership. But please, make sure to thank Teresa. Teresa, that is so kind of you. But as I was saying, you guys hear the profanity, you hear her cursing. As the judge, she knows firsthand that everything is recorded. They wear cameras, body cameras, and all of that. And this was just a mess. But let's look. Boy, stop touching me. Yeah, stop touching. That is considered assault. When she just tapped his hand, unfortunately, that is considered assault. Let's continue. Touching me. Stop touching me. Stop touching me. I can walk on my own. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. I got it. I can walk on my own. Don't touch me. Now, this is her in the back of the police car when she was on her way to the station. But take a look. Me, I could give a damn. Take me where you want to take me. Now. Take me where you want to take me. And this is the altercation that happened at the nightclub in Buckhead, if I'm not mistaken. So that's the first young lady, guys. That's the first young lady. And the judge said that she was trying to, defend the young lady. No. So there's the judge, and she's saying, let her effing go, let her effing go. Couple more seconds. So that's basically it. That was the initial assault, and it's just a shame. So I believe that I can't say that they're trying to clean it up, because they also said that she had a previous history of ethics issues, and that also played a part in her being removed. So they ruled that she had broken multiple code of judicial conduct policies since taking office. And they agree, this is the Georgia Supreme Court, they agree that the removal is warranted. So before we get to the next thoughts, to the next topic, let me know your thoughts, because I really want to try to see what you guys have to say before I move on. I don't like that in power hours, because I just got to keep it moving. But shout out again to Teresa. Teresa, thank you. I appreciate you so much. Doris Lee, good afternoon, Doris. You say, hey, chit chat, sending prayers, peace, and positive vibes. Have a blessed day on purpose. And Doris, I love that. That is Doris. Doris is saying, have a blessed day on purpose. And I love it. We do have to do a lot of things. Just do it on purpose. You want to be in a good mood. Don't let anybody spoil that. So thank you, Doris. And then shout out to Gloria M for joining the Cutie Crew. I will see you tonight as well. Let me properly thank you guys. I'll do this one.
Plenty dollars. Can we get
Red Ann, I absolutely agree. Red Ann said if someone cut up like that in her courtroom, she would have had them locked up. Facts. Locked up, held in contempt of court, all of that. Bonnie said, why would you jeopardize your position, such as a judge, no less? Wow, ridiculous. I think so. You know, people in certain positions are held at a higher standard for a reason. And yeah, that was just ghetto to me. DG said judges have a code of conduct that they have to follow. She should have known not to get involved and to let the officers handle it. Yes. So I was listening, DG. I was being nosy, child, and I wanted to see if she threw her position around in that audio. I didn't hear anything, you know, like I'm a judge, leave her alone or whatever. And even if that would have been the case, she still does not have a right. Teresa, you say it's definitely warranted. I hate that we don't know how to act in Atlanta. It happens everywhere, Teresa, but yeah, I agree. I agree. Let's see. Irene said the same thing. You're a judge. Why would you put yourself in this kind of situation? And Chronicles of Kim K say, so sad. She was a whole judge, but to know she had other issues, child, yeah, just gon' go. Just gon' go. It's a shame. I love seeing, you know, people climb the ladder like that. And it's amazing that she was a judge. I don't know if she's removed permanently or what, but yeah, a mess. Keep it moving said, be the example, not made an example of. Boom, boom, and boom. And on that, we're going to end this topic. Leah's grandma plus one says she had nothing better to do with her time than hang at the club. You know, I was thinking that too. Um, and I don't want to sound crazy, like, you know, you shouldn't even be at certain places if you hold these type of positions. That's not what I'm saying. It did appear to me, this is my opinion only, that she seemed a little bit tipsy in the back of that police car. You know, and I'm sure I did see a press conference after, and yeah, it wasn't the same that you saw in these videos, but I wouldn't have been there. Let me put it that way. I wouldn't have been at a typical nightclub. You know what I mean? Yeah, I just wouldn't have. And I think that with her previous history, they said, yeah, you done. So prayers going up for her, I guess. It's a lot of money and schooling and everything else that she put into that in order for it to end this way. Target, I wish I would have had it. But on another note, we have a young Supreme Court African American woman. Dog it. I had it saved. Let me try to see if I could look it up real quick. Um, no, not now. Shoot. Give me 1 second. See if I could locate it because I would love to say her name. Um, that's not her. And maybe it was maybe it wasn't Supreme Court, but it was something. It's higher than a regular judge that I just saw last week, actually. So I'm not talking about Katanji, but it's another lady. Anyway, I'll touch on that at another time. But let's go ahead and move on. Real quickly. Dog it, I wish I would have saved that. I want you all's thoughts about this. I think the neighborhood talk has it. If you guys are not following the neighborhood talk over on Instagram, make sure to do so. Shawnee, first lady, Shawnee Henderson was sea walking in the name of the Lord. Excuse me. And I loved it. But I want you all's thoughts because a lot of people in the comments was like, no, they see these people that are saying that they love God and they're Christians, they shouldn't be doing this. That's what it was, D. I believe so. A state Supreme Court judge. And shoot, if I'm not mistaken, it could have been Michigan. I'll find out. I'll find out and we'll touch on it. But I want you guys to look at Shawnee sea walking. You guys should know what sea walking is. Um Out of Cali, sea walking. And she is dancing to Kendrick Lamar's They Not Like Us. Now, this was not in church. This was a conference. Let me go back. Well, no, we good. Take a look, but let me know your thoughts. Is this too much for a first lady? Go, Shani. I loved it. I loved it. I really, really did. Yes, Leah's grandma. She was not in church. They were at a conference. And look, Shawnee is from LA. Shawnee is from LA and she hit that thing. I loved it. Okay, girl, what's the tea? Said church folks are human too, so it's okay with you. Go, Shawnee. Not too much at all. Yeah. They should not be above approach. Let's get the younger generation into church. There was no cussing, etc. Totally agree. Totally agree. But over there in them comments, child, on Instagram, they were some of them going off. Somebody said, now I don't know about this. That godly D got Shiny dancing and glowing. Now that's too much. But this person said, no, 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 shaking my head. This is why I say IG social media pastors are motivational speakers. They not saving nobody's soul for real. And before y'all get to etting me, argue with your great granny so she can smack some sense into you. Now that's a bit much. You got all of that just from Shawnee dancing. I loved it. So I just wanted your quick take on that. Let's see. Yes, Judy. Absolutely. Yes. And she hit that sea walk. You are a pastor's wife and you like to have fun. People need to stop being so judgmental. Yes, Carmelita. I totally agree. I totally agree. Church folk can dance too, Teresa, right? Absolutely. Okay. Just wanted you all's thoughts on that. Shout out to you guys, 357 of you over here. Please, please hit the like button. Shout out in advance to the replay gang gang. What else did I want to touch on? I think that's really it before I get to Kenya. And then we'll end this thing with my thoughts on Tisha, her interview with Dustin, some things that were said. And yeah, I want you all's thoughts. So let's go ahead and get into Kenya more. The more, look, I ain't got no pity. I'm sorry. I don't have any pity, but Kenya is denying this. And I just don't think that Bravo would have offered Kenya a contract and they started filming and they just removed her for no reason. And it had to be drastic. So let's take a look. She is currently on vacation with Brooklyn, her daughter, but I said she twirled herself right on out the door. And I stand on that when it comes to Real Housewives of Atlanta. But let's read her statement. This was 2 hours ago, and she said, "Thank you for all the support, Team Twirl. My heart is full and my conscience is clean. So many false claims hiding behind anonymous sources. All this conversation and no facts being reported. If a claim or source was valid, would they need to hide? My life is blessed. Myself and my daughter will continue to thrive in a non toxic environment." Now, I want to stop right there because, Kenya, you have contributed to the toxicity of Real Housewives of Atlanta. where we feel appreciated and most importantly, protected. Thank you, God, for covering us. Then she went on to say, the rumors and narrative about me randomly showing nudes or revenge P is 1000% untrue. I have proof and will share soon. I just don't. Look, I don't want to say, we make a big deal about believe black women, believe black women. However, in my Kimmy voice, they will not, Bravo, make a move such as the one that they've made, which, why is this going off? Which in the beginning was an indefinite suspension. And then we do know that then turned into she will not be in the rest of season 16. Now, this is what I'm wondering. If I'm not mistaken, though, no, that wasn't the first day of filming. I was about to say, I believe her hair spa, that was the first day of filming, but I don't think so because a week or so before that, her and Portia were together. But it broke yesterday that she's not coming back. She may sue, allegedly. And but all of the news sources, if this wasn't true when it comes to Kenya, Kenya can sue everybody. TMZ, Page Six, Deadline, everybody on YouTube, everybody on Instagram, and even in the statement that TMZ released yesterday, her suspension was over unveiling actually explicit posters. And damn it, I could have sworn I sent it to myself. And the posters, we have them. Now, we don't have what was behind. I'm going to go ahead and email it to myself real quick. But we have the first thing where Kenya was like, insurance fraud 304. But even behind that, you can clearly see what looks to be, to me, pictures. So let me bring that up. I just emailed it to myself. I'm sure it is here. Let's see, and I will share it with you guys. It looked like something to me. That's all I'm gonna say. So let me download it, and I'm gonna go ahead and bring it right on up. And I think that Bravo would be in a world of trouble. So if you guys take a look here, here is the posters that were at Kenya Moore's hair spa when they taped that episode. And if you look what his mouse is on the screen, look where my mouse is, the corner, clearly you can see that these are images. So, time will tell. I don't think for 1 second, Bravo does allow its cast, if they are no longer going to be on the show, they do allow them to say that they left. Kenya didn't leave, okay? But my question is, before we move on, do you guys think that she will, because I don't think that she should, but I kind of want her to because she got a daughter. That's her main source of income. But do you think that they will honor her contract? Now, I'm not sure if Bravo, I believe it may be though. I think you get paid. Yes, I guess I could just stop right there. They get paid per episode. So they may get a contract, let's say for $1 million. But that is still based on how many scenes that they're in and all of that. Do you guys think that they should pay her anyway? Let her go and let her keep her money? Yeah, Candy is wrong. You know what I think about that, Red Ann, and we'll have to discuss in Cutie Crew members only. Candy is a lot actually freer. You know what I mean? She has a bedroom. Candy, she used to have the dungeon and all of that. So I don't think that I think that that's the reason why Candy does not have a problem with this. And can you say it's not true? But I'm gonna say allegedly again, it was, and allegedly that's why she is out of there. Let it play out. Yeah, well, it's playing out, Stella. It's playing out. Okay, Red Ann say no, I wouldn't pay her. DG said even an image found on her OnlyFans fight allegedly can fall under the RPN statute if used in a manner that the statute said is prohibited. Yeah, and even in Kenya's statement when she said that she feels unprotected and all of that, the new girl, Britt, probably was feeling the same way, not protected. Or she could have made threats. We got to look at it like that. Like if you guys don't do anything, then she could sue. So it's a mess. It really, really is. Um, hey, Miss Blackberry Tyra. It's been a hell of a day out here. I can't wait to get off. Okay. Be cool, be cool, be cool. And yeah, we'll see you later, sis, if you're being members only. I hope not. She knows she has a child and she did it anyway. See, that's why I say, my heartstrings, child, pull on my heartstrings sometimes. And but you are absolutely right. She knew she had a child. I was thinking about her legacy, previous former Miss USA, acting, video model, business owner, star of one of the stars of Real Housewives of Atlanta. And for it to end like this is a mess. Again, Kenya girl, all I gotta say to you before I move on, go ahead and apply to one of Carlos King's show, because everything goes over there. You will not get in any type of trouble, child. You can keep your job. I don't think Carlos or don't have the money that Kenya was getting on Real Housewives of Atlanta. If there isn't a clause against what she did, then they might pay her. Yeah, I'm sure it's a lot of legalities and all of that. And but still, Indigo Girl for me is just a mess. And it's a sad way for that part of her legacy to end. It really, really is. But let's go ahead and get into Tisha Scott and something that I just felt was interesting. A couple points when it comes to her interview with Dustin. Um, I'll give you guys a quick breakdown. But the first part was about her family, speaking about how many first cousins she got and grandchildren that her grandmother has, and they're close knit. She spoke on Kiki. She has not um, spoken to Kiki other than a quick hello if they're at a family function. But since the water was thrown in her face, so she said that is done. Is no coming back from that. And but she did say that Kiki's daughter and her daughter are like best friends. And this child, let's see. Back your ass. I don't give a since that. She hasn't spoken with Kiki since that. What else? That's it when it comes to the family part that I was interested in just saying real quickly. But she thinks this is what made me say, girl, if you don't go on, get on up out of here. Tisha had the nerve to say that she thinks that there should always be a respect for mothers on the show. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. And look, in most cases, I absolutely agree with her. But if the mama has been conducting herself like her mama, no, ma'am. Now, I will say that Kimmy, Martell, Mel, who else Wanda has gotten into it with? That's it, isn't it? I will say that they have tried to respect Wanda even after Wanda on the show, calling people bees and this and that, being all up in other folks' business, being disrespectful. And they tried to respect her even after a lot of her online antics. But no, there should not always be a respect for mothers if the mothers are not respecting them. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No. Um, then she had the nerve to say she wants Carlos to have a show just for the mothers, not your mother. No, ma'am. Your mother was just on live last week saying she want to beat Miss Van's arse and she would love to go at it toe to toe with her, allegedly all this other stuff. No. Why would other mothers sign up for that? This is not love and hip hop. It's not. It's not giving Mama D and Tokyo Tony and those type of mothers. No. So yeah. Now look, I do think that I don't know. Carlos moves so damn flaky. I do think that had Mel not addressed Wanda in the manner that she did a couple days ago, I don't think that idea would have been off the table for Carlos. But no, we don't want a show just for the mothers. Again, not yours. I really enjoyed Courtney's mother. I really enjoy Miss Van, absolutely. Who else mamas? We haven't seen much of the Scott's mother. We've seen her a time or two. Betty is in the same boat for me when it comes to Wanda. But I will say, I don't even know if I could say it because disrespect is disrespect. She just hasn't went as gutter as Wanda, but I still wouldn't want her on the show. Who else? Kimmy's mom seems to be a sweet lady. I'm trying to go through the cast in my head. There's so many Scotts. I got them wrapped up in one. I think that's it. Mama Marlene, I'll be okay with her being on the show, But Wanda, no ma'am. No ma'am. Wanda has ruined it for everybody. But Dustin brought up Melody's fans. And Tisha said that she wants the fans to not be so involved in their lives outside of the show. She wants the fans just to watch the show. Yes, Toffee. Hell to the no, no, no. She wants the fans just to watch the show. She mentioned folks doing background checks and showing up at their jobs and trying to ruin their businesses and all of that. She even said that Marceau was live last week at that home that they're building. And the number to their company was shown. And she said that people started calling, emailing, and everything else and were saying some evil things. Now, on the outside looking in for me, and I'm not trying to take up for anybody that does that because I do think that is going too far for me. I wouldn't do it. But you cannot blame that on Mel's fans. You don't know who was looking at Marceau's live. And if everybody that's watching Marceau are mellometers, what does that say about you guys? You don't have any fans or fan base? You know what I mean? So she threw that in there. But she said that she feels like the fans are sidetracking them all from what they have going on. Again, all fans for me. All fans. Real quickly, let me touch on. She said that they spoke about her and Stormy's position. I'm still waiting on Wanda because Stormy didn't call Tisha a chihuahua and everything else. But she said she hasn't even talked to Stormy since Nell's birthday party. She said the website issue is what caused that rift. And I just didn't like how Tisha kept saying, it is what it is. It is what it is. That's the problem. People really want you to take accountability. But she said that Stormy was being fake. She said in her face, Stormy was like, when Tisha apologized about it and all of that, she said Stormy said, okay. And basically they were going to let bygones be bygones. But behind the scenes, Stormy was saying that she wanted to sue Tisha and she felt like Tisha plagiarized them, and she did. Even if it was somebody that Tisha hired, Tisha should have handled that, in my opinion, much better than the way that she did. Um, she said Stormy was gutter. That's what she said. And she also said that she found out a whole lot about what Stormy got going on currently, and I guess while they've been filming behind the scenes. So I hope they show that. I hope it's recorded. But if she said that she hasn't spoken with Stormy since Nell's birthday party, I doubt if they've had a chance to sit down and talk about it. She mentioned the girls' trip. She said that she had a good time. But she said that there was a bad scene and Kimmy called to check on her. So Dustin had asked her, how's her relationship with Kimmy and all of that. So that made me wonder, maybe this is the case. Maybe at that girls' trip, Tisha and Stormy got into it, because why would Kimmy need to call her and ask if she's good? Dustin asked her about Mel, and she said that her and Mel had a really, really good scene recently. We know in Mel's Let Loose live that she did the other day when it comes to Tisha's mama, Mel, said the same thing, that they had a really good scene and they were okay. But she did go on to say that something did happen on that girls' trip. And she said that her, Kimmy, and Mel talked it out. Keyword, talked it out. So that made me think, was it something between Kimmy, Mel, and Tisha? You guys know initially we thought it was, and I'm sure it still may be, Stormy and Mel. Lord have mercy. Was it Kimmy, Mel, and Tisha? Yes. That got into it at that girls' trip. That's what I meant to say. Was it Mel and Stormy? Was it Mel and Destiny? Was it Destiny and Stormy versus Mel? And I think, my personal opinion, it was Mel versus everybody. Mel versus everybody. Yes, a Chronicles of Kim K. That's why I put, initially I had in my title Mel and Tisha's dynamic, but I'll get into that. I got about 15 more minutes, so I'm doing good, so we'll be able to chat about it, because I don't think so after Sunday as well. But look, enough is enough. Enough is enough. Hey, Relly, thanks for joining us. Tisha keeps lying allegedly on the contractor as if she didn't create the page herself. Indigo Girl, she said that she didn't. She said that she hired him. She even said that it's a lot of other hair product companies that use that same template. She mentioned Main Choice and a couple other. And even if that is the case, you should have caught that. You, somebody on your team, you never hire somebody and you don't check their work. I don't care if it's physical labor or whatever the case may be. So in the end, it still falls on Tisha. What else I can get into this girl's trip? Oh, Sunny. She said that, she's a girl's girl and she really didn't like how Sunny was coming after Destiny. She said that Sunny should have hit Destiny up and said, hey, he's trying to talk to me. How do you feel about this? And I agree. This is before any type of relationship and marriage could have happened. And, she said that Destiny could have been like, girl, do you, or whatever. We broke up, or whatever the case may be. I agree with Tisha on that part. She should have, because Sunny knows that is the tie, Moses. What else? She said that Sunny is trifling. She said that she don't understand why Sunny had so much heat for Destiny, and that Sunny did Destiny dirty. And she also said that she didn't like how Moses and Sunny was going around dogging Destiny out in interviews. She felt that it was bogus. What else before I get back? Nell, she was asked about Nell Fletcher, and she said that they haven't even had a follow-up conversation since the birthday party either. She's still upset about that mentor comment. She said that she don't know Nail, child, these male nails, Marcel, Martell, Maurice, Lord. But she said she don't know Nell Fletcher like that. She's getting to know her. And she said that all of their conversations have been on TV. And because of that, she didn't understand how Nell Fletcher came up with mentor at all. We don't know each other. We've never hung out. We never went shopping together. None of the above. So she really, really felt offended by Nell Fletcher's mentoring comment. But that's all I wanted to discuss about the entirety of her interview. But have you guys, based off of what I just said, who do you think got into it over there on that girls' trip? Do you think it was Mel versus everybody? Do you think it was Kimmy, Tisha, and Mel? Do you think that it was Stormy versus Mel, Destiny versus Mel? Um, I know, we all know something happened. Something big happened because Mel spoke about it. Shanita Foster spoke about it. Stormy spoke about it. And now I'm just confused to a certain extent. To a certain extent. Like I said, I do think it was Melody Sheree. Let me start calling her so I won't get it, her and Nell. I do think it was Melody Sheree versus everybody. So all of that could apply. You know what I mean? But she said that her, Kimmy, and Mel talked it out. That talked it out was a key word to me. Talked it out means something happened between us and we talked it out. Let's see. Let me read. You believe it was Mel and Destiny. Okay. Bonnie, you said there go my love and Maritinesville historian. I think Stormy is in there somewhere. Simply Beautiful said, well, if Sonny is trifling, then Tisha is trifling AF. You knew about the whole allegedly, simply, you knew about the whole revenge P plot and said nothing. Allegedly. Let's see. Male versus everybody. Male versus everybody. Stormy versus Mel. Tisha is not a girl's girl. She is male identified. She should have said a woman's a woman. Good point. Good point. But the slangish saying is a girl's girl. But I understand and get what you're saying. Let's see. Let me scroll up. See, I like having time to spare. Before I do that, keep commenting in the comments. Let me know who you think it was. Was it a blow up with all of them? I will say this. Before Mel had to check Wanda, I saw hope. Even in Mel's live, actually, when she said that they had a good scene together. To me, that was hope for how the cast still wants this show to go. Tisha was damn near begging. If y'all just lay off of us, we can really, we got a whole lot that we can be talking about, or this or that. I think that the course 5, because it shouldn't be 6, I think that they, in a roundabout way, still want this show to proceed. But when it comes to Mel, I think Mel wants to be respected and protected. And I just don't think that she has. I don't. But Mel is still on that. Before we I want this one. Before I continue to read you guys' comments for a good 10 minutes, I'll say, maybe a little less. She's still on that food truck, child. And I wanted to dog it. I meant to go through Wanda's page and I meant to grab a picture of a French roll. But you guys see this 2 days. This is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. $53,000 from June 24th to June 26th. And Mel said, okay, y'all, we 2 food trucks in now. Y'all ready to end the cold. Who got next? That who got next is lining up with this. She just not playing. She's just not playing in 2024. And I think everybody can get it. Cast, it don't matter. And she says she's not excusing any ignorant behavior. 2024, dropping real info every day until I get tired. Until I get tired. And last one, this is where I meant to take a picture. Now look, I'm a licensed cosmetologist, not practicing. My French rolls used to be mean back in the day, baby. But she said happy hump day, and I don't mean French roll, shade kind of hump. Now look, we have 10 fruit punch. I think they may be sold out now, but you guys go to 7th Avenue Beauty.net. You know, Mel is running a sale. But let me read you all's comments. My work computer just binging, 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 binging. Let me read you all's comments. 627 of you are watching. I got about 10 minutes, and I am so glad. I'm gonna have to keep my hot topics lives probably to about what I just did today so I can chat. Thank you, Cookie. I thought so. Sold out. Mel made in 2 days what some people's yearly salary is, period. And facts. Facts. And you know what I mean? It was just hilarious to me. It really, really was. Now I know they say Wanda going through some things. But I'm curious to see. I'll just say this. With Look, we all have to admit, we are on YouTube and Instagram and Twitter and everything else when it comes to all things love in Mary Huntsville, in spite of everything that's going on. And I do think that a lot of us are just invested in this reality show. And it could be a number of reasons for me. I don't think that every woman that supports Mel has gone through what Mel has gone through. Maybe some have, maybe some haven't. Maybe a lot of us recognize what it looked like, not only from Martell, but the cast as well. And it just seems like, not seems like, or seemed like everybody was against her. And we continue to see her show up and fight, show up and fight, no matter what. Personal life when it comes to Martell and the kids and all of that, or even with all of what's been going on Love and Marriage Huntsville, she's been there. So that's why I root for and will continue to root for. I don't know whose live I was watching. Was it last night or this morning? I don't know. But it was somebody in the comments that said the same damn thing. They said that after everything that Mel has gone through, look, even if she do come out here and say some things or do something, she get a pass. She does. She does. Hey, Shauna. Hey, Kim Jones. You hope she keeps the cold going until Friday. Is that your payday? Child, Mel gonna have a cold. But oh shoot, what time is our members only? I gotta go to the post office today because my push through, I ordered a couple push through t-shirts last week. They've been sitting at the post office since Monday, the 24th. So I'm gonna run before our members only. Yeah. Okay, let's see. I think it was Sunny versus Destiny. I think that may have happened as well, Simply Beautiful. And Mel versus Stormy, Tisha, and Kimmy. You don't think that Destiny and Mel got okay? Now look, you guys know Simply Beautiful is my love and Mary Huntsville historian. We should do a wager. Okay, we're gonna do some type of cutie crew bet. And since who is that? That's Kim Jones. I don't know if Kim is a member. Kim, you're not a member. I was gonna say I am putting it on my board. We are going to do a $50, and I'll discuss tonight. We'll do a $50 Cutie Crew wager for the correct answer of who got into it on the girls' trip. It must be the correct answer, even if it's multiple people. And dog it, I don't know when that scene gonna air though. Shoot, I'll come up with something. I think that'll be a cute little wager though for us to do. And then it could be like a $50 in merchandise or something like that, or $50 cash app. It don't matter. I'll come up with something. Mail made into the okay, I read that. Sweet Things. If that's the case, I agree, but karma doesn't miss. Who is Sweet Thing? Is it a Sweet Thing in the chat? Sweet Thing. They going to ride with Martell no matter what he does. Oh, I'm so glad you mentioned that. Awkward. I was watching part 2 of Dr. Heavenly's interview with Destiny, and I didn't get a chance to watch it all, but I think I saw enough. And it's the same old when it comes to that. I was disappointed in both. And I just said to myself, this is why we got a lot of men that are just screwed up out here, that are screwing up a women's lives, because they talked about Martell. And Dr. Heavenly, I do think he's a good guy. I don't think he was a good husband, but I think he a good guy. And Destiny was saying, yeah, I was friends with both. And Martell just wants to react. He says things to react. And it is, just say something where you are showing support for the real stuff that that women have gone through when it comes to Martell. The main one, his ex-wife, acknowledged that and say, more than he wasn't a good husband. He did some low down dirty stuff. And I just didn't like it. In the end, he's still a good guy. You guys know how I feel about coleslaw. But if we just gonna keep it real, and it's her fault. Nobody had a pow up to her head, but he hasn't done right by her. So, a man that operates in that manner, for me, is not a good guy. It's not. You loved your French roll. Ooh, Miss J, my specialty. I'm aging myself, but baby, I used to do a mean French roll with some pin curls in the front or whatever curls you wanted. I didn't have to do, but I did do the double French roll. Was back now, was my specialty. French waves, ocean waves, crunch waves, all of the above. There are cast members that stay stuck in their feelings and will portray like they want to move forward, but in actuality, don't. I'll have to believe the progress when I see it. There's nothing Mel can do to befriend these people. They are too jealous of her. Okay. Ultimate professional. I'm sure, Jay, you mean Melody Sheree. I'm invested in Mel. I don't care about the show. If she leaves, I'll still support her. Yes, a lot of us feel that way. I was activated the first time I heard them call her bougie. Interesting comment. And then I'm going to get on up out of here. You were activated the first time you heard them call her bougie, which was way before what? The mellometers. I was activated when I heard her say, you should have kept your penis in this household. So a lot of people were activated before there was a group that was formed or a name put on some of her supporters or whatever the case may be. Excellent point. Speaking of, and I could have just asked Simply Beautiful Child. She probably could have ran down everything. But I asked you guys to DM me. A lot of you guys put it on the post. Any recollection of things that you feel like were mistreatment, shade, whatever the case may be when it comes to Mel on Love and Mary Huntsville from season 1. I have screenshot so many DMs of what you guys sent me, and I may change the direction as to how I was going to move with that. I may read you all's comments. So if you haven't sent me anything, send it to me. Or there is a post on YouTube. Was that post members only or public? Now that I think about it, we'll see. I'll check that out. But send it to me. We're gonna go back down memory lane because I do think that the marathon continues when it comes to the mellometers being in the names of the cast. I was talking to, no, I don't think we were on the phone, but chatting with Pink Diva, and she think, and I agree. I believe that it may change now based on all of this that's happening currently. I think we may see a lot of editing, and I think going forward, since they are filming right now, I think that a lot of conversations may stop because there's a lot of misinformation going out. You know, they calling people mellometers that's not mellometers, or they throwing out people or mellometers taking pictures of homes. They don't have any proof and all of that. And yeah, they shouldn't do that. They shouldn't do that. But excellent, excellent power hour. Shout out to 600 plus of you that joined me. I appreciate you guys. If you did not hit the like button, please, please, please hit the like button on your way out. Cutie Crew, I will see you guys at 7:30 Central. Shout out to the replay. Gang, gang. Chat with you guys soon. Bye.
Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with QT. With QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT.